You ready?
Yeah. Okay. It's only like noon time. It's like 12 hours earlier than we usually film. I'm really ready. I'm really ready. What are we talking about? Optimistic stuff today.
Yeah.
AEW again. A is for AEW.
A is for AEW.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
E is for entertainment. W. Remember that? Bernie and Ert with the W. Anyway, go ahead, guys. Go ahead. I'm worked up. I'm looking forward to All In. I can't wait till AEW comes back to our area. And I forgot my headphones. I'm so excited. No wonder I can't.
All right, guys.
Guys, I'm excited. You know why? Because we just checked. I'm all out of sorts because we just checked the SmackDown ticket prices because we can't go to SummerSlam, which is right around a block, practically. And so we're like, we haven't looked at SmackDown tickets because we really wanted to go to SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And we just checked those, and wow.
SmackDown tickets are even worse of a deal.
Wow, are they out of our league? Wow. I'm going to have to upper level where we went to an AEW show there.
Yes, we did.
We paid $55 a seat.
Yeah, we did.
For the same seats we were going to buy. No, we're not going to buy. That we priced out $55 to go to AEW. $490-something for WWE now.
Yeah.
I realize it's a SmackDown before PLE, guys, but
that's a little much. That's a little much, isn't it?
wow.
Isn't it, guys?
Wow, family of five, $2,500 to go sit in the upper level. We paid $55 a seat. It's a good thing we're talking about AEW today. Welcome to the Later Side Lounge, guys. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
What do you got, pal?
Okay,
I'm still hearing some feedback and going on. Did you just hear that just now?
Yeah, I think I hear it when you move your when you move your headphones a lot. Like when you take your headphones off and when you put them back on.
I move them there, that's why.
Yeah, like that's when I hear it.
You know what it is? It's that alien implant that they put in my head. Must be feeding back. Roll into the news. I don't want to hijack the whole show.
Okay, so on the docket for today's AEW show, we have the reason that All In is not in Wembley, an update on some matches, the current card, and some exciting news about a potential for AEW's future. I'll just leave it there for now.
Exciting news, I like it. Optimistic news.
Yeah, really optimistic. Okay, so starting off with the reason that All In is not going to be in Wembley. So, according to Fightful Select, Coldplay, the band, had booked a concert in Wembley for the same time that All In is typically in Wembley, like for All In, so late August. It's normally like August 25th, 27th, around there. So, Coldplay had booked a concert there years ago for this year. So, AEW knew in advance that they weren't going to be able to go there. So they were either going to have to go to a different location or pick a different date, and they just decided to do both of them.
Next year, you guys got to come to the Meadowlands.
Yeah. And I didn't realize this until today, but AEW All In starts at 3 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 p.m. in the UK. So it still starts the same time that it would if it was in Wembley. So, we might be able to watch AEW All In and Saturday night's main event, depending on what time AEW All In ends. Or we could just be wrestled out by then.
3 o'clock, like the big show kicks off?
That's
their like lead-in?
Their posters say 3 p.m.
Oh,
so,
really?
I don't know whether that's 0 hour.
Eastern time?
Yeah.
All right, well, check into it, guys, just in case it's starting early.
Yeah.
Good.
And then, so an update on some matches. So 2 of them have been planned like a long time ago to be happening at All In, which adds to the buildup. So Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada for their unified title match had been planned for All In since last year, and a match for a unified championship had been planned even longer before that, like even before Kenny Omega's return. And then Timeless Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's World Championship has been planned as a, quote, major attraction since early this year.
Is she going to win another belt?
I don't know. Guys, I like Toni Storm.
She needs a card for those belts.
Yeah, really. Maybe that'll be the next thing. Maybe she'll pull up in a wagon with all of them. So, I don't know. I feel like those are important to note because the build-up, especially for the Timeless Toni Storm and Mercedes Moné match, has been really good. So
AEW's doing so much better of a job with their stories and their build-ups. They're not getting the credit they deserve. That whole Mariah May and Toni Storm thing, to go back in time a little bit, the Hangman Swerve thing, they're not getting the credit. Some people drifted away from watching them. You guys need to come back. Give it another try.
Yeah, I feel like lately they haven't been rushing their stories.
Yeah, it's been good.
Either, which has been really good.
It's been it's got to develop, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing is like,
yeah.
Toni wanted.
And it's
we're
still
watching
new.
Tony's dream.
Yeah.
Play out, I'm glad it's succeeding.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm glad for the entertainment because I like to watch wrestling to get a little break from reality. I like to buy in. Thank you, Toni. And everybody that's working for you. Thank you, guys and girls. Yeah.
So, moving on to the current match card and some news regarding that. So, AEW is planning to add at least one more match to All In. That's going to be announced by Thursday's Collision. And last year's match card had 12 matches. This year has 8 so far announced. So, they might add some more. Or the matches might just be longer than they were last year. Because a lot of them last year were super quick because there were so many. So that'll be interesting. So, moving on to the match card now, we have Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship in a Texas death match.
Yeah, it's been quite the build-up, I think. I like the promos that have been leading into that. I'm excited for the match. I don't really want to predict too much of this because I can't really predict what they're writing. You know what I mean? So it's not
they're writing.
Yeah, they are, guys. I love the story, and I love the fact that we can't predict this. How's that sound? Really, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Next up is Timeless Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Now, I'm wondering if she's going to carry another belt around.
That'll be interesting.
Right, like we just
she's
mentioned.
Need
is she going to need a cart? Like, I think she's going to win it just for that, just because it's going to be a struggle to carry more belts. That's my guess, guys, on that one. I'll predict that one because of all these belts that she's got.
I think if she wins and she needs somebody to help her carry it, it'll be Harley Cameron.
Guys, I'm sorry if there's some fan noise in the background. We're real near the Meadowlands where SummerSlam's happening, where we can't afford to go, and we got a fan going because it's humid as heck in the studio today.
This week is going to be humid.
Yeah, it's going to be brutal. And you got college gig. You're going to school for journalism.
Yeah, yep.
You nailed the job, so we're doing this AEW update up quick because you're going to be busy this week.
Yeah.
But we're going to be home for All In.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Guys, can you subscribe to our channel? Because if we hit 50, we might be able to do a live.
That would be really cool, guys.
It would be a big help, guys.
We need around 28 more subs.
Yeah, that's great. We really appreciate you guys subbing and watching our videos. You know, we're growing slow. Like, we really want to do this like organically. Summer's going to school for journalism. It's really your gig. I hijack it sometimes with my little, but I love wrestling. That's what you want to talk about. And I'm glad we're doing this. And I'm glad we're talking about AEW today.
Me too. So, in addition to those two matches, there's Kenny Omega versus...
I'm so tired of beating Triple H up.
I know.
Over the way he's running that show over there.
Sorry, guys. Maybe if
Tony, you're out booking him by a country mile. How's that? That's pretty far.
So... Next up for All In, there's Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada in an AEW International Championship and AEW Continental Championship winner-takes-all unification match. That should be interesting.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got some melees. So we have a 21-man Casino Gauntlet match with Mark Briscoe and MJF confirmed. And then we have, and they're gonna have a talky talk on Wednesday in preparation. So get ready for Pickle Promo 2.0.
Yeah, I love it.
Next up, there's the 21-woman Casino Gauntlet match with Chris Statlander. And then more people are gonna be qualifying on Wednesday for that also. And then we have the Young Bucks, also known as the Founding Fathers, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, versus Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay for the EVP status, or no AEW Championship title shots for a year. So if Swerve and Will Ospreay win, they get the EVP titles. If the Young Bucks win, then Swerve and Will Ospreay can't challenge for a championship in the next year.
All right. I'm not going to comment about the you can't challenge thing. But what would happen if they worked that in like, well, we lost the EVP? I mean, that could be fun.
Yes, it could be
So
very fun.
I hope we're going to have some fun with the story.
I hope that's what happens.
Yeah.
That would be a blast to watch, I think.
Yeah, keep the fun coming, guys.
Next up is Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher for the AEW TNT title. And then, this one, I'm excited for
Adam
this
Cole's put some muscle on.
Yeah.
He's gotten picked on for his physique. He's not a giant, guys. But you can see that he's been working out and stuff. The guy deserves some credit. He's come back from another injury.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see it back, man. I love the energy of the walkout. I love that it hasn't changed. I don't like how another company's changing a lot of theirs and watering them down. I'm glad we can watch AEW and still see some of that good old-fashioned wrestling.
I agree. Adam Cole doesn't get enough credit for he's had a rough career.
Yeah.
Especially the last few years in AEW.
Yeah, and he brings some entertainment value.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So, next up is the tag team title match with the Hurt Syndicate of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin defending their tag team titles against Jet Speed, the team of Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight, and the Patriarchy, Christian Cage and Nick Wayne.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
That should be entertaining.
Father-son belts. Come on. I mean, AEW, if you guys, I'm telling you again, if you haven't been watching it and you like the old-fashioned kind of humor that's woven into the wrestling, man, you got to give it another try because it's left the building in the other place, man.
Yeah. A lot of the factions in AEW I enjoy a lot more.
Yeah, it's so much
other
better.
Companies.
But right now, man, they're riding a wave. And if you're not watching it, click that save, rearrange your schedule and give it a shot. Because there's so much on, it's hard to watch it all.
Yeah.
Unless you're hanging out with nothing else to do, which is, unless it's your living, you should do something else in addition to this stuff, because you don't want to get too wrapped up into you want to keep it grasped to something, so you don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole, because next thing you know, it's hard to get out of there. There's a rabbit hole can swirl around. It's like a silly straw sometimes. So you don't want to consume too much of this stuff. Stick to the good shit.
Good.
Stick to the good stuff, what we're talking about today. Like, change the channel, guys, until they straighten it out over there. I'll just say it plain, right?
Yeah.
Come on, we've been trying. We've been trying. I've been trying to keep it on the later side. Pal. I'll shut up, sorry.
No, it's okay. And we still watch WWE. Like, we normally watch it on delay and then skim through it.
Or we try and watch it live.
Yeah, and then we quit halfway.
They're dragging it out too much.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah. We attempt, guys, but it's kind of rough sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't say that we're not wrestling. We're wrestling fans. That's the problem.
That's why we keep going back to try to watch WWE.
Yeah, because we're hoping for something. And I think that it's gotten to the point where a lot of people are probably doing that.
Yeah.
And if you're one of them and you stopped watching AEW, you should give it another shot. You should, because there's 1 million more people, it seems, watching WWE. Now, I'm not one of these ratings people that breaks all of that down. But the basics that I've heard, when it gets talked about, you hear it through the pipeline, it drifts around. It seems like there's about 1 million or so, 800,000. I guess anywhere from 6 to 9, I don't know. I don't have the numbers, but if those people gave it a shot, they'd probably wake up like, whoa, this is what we've been missing. Some of them are hypnotized, I think.
Yeah. And
And I'll bet you all of them wrestlers have to put it on their TV. When you're working.
in the hotel room.
Even at home, say your DVRs.
Say your DVR.
All right, well, we better wrap this up. I'm
Wait, no. We have a positive note for AEW's future.
Optimism.
Yeah. So, in a recent report on WrestleZone, Tony Khan has recently stated that adding a third weekly AEW show could definitely be in the cards in the future. So he also discussed how he believes AEW has been doing well in 2025 with their two main shows, Dynamite and Collision, so he plans to keep his focus there in the meantime. I think Collision and Dynamite have gotten so much better to where they shouldn't rush into adding a third show just because that adds so much more. That's so much more time and content and stuff to be writing for and everything. But if they did add a third show, I mean...
They should hire you. Then the third show means that's more entertainment for people like me.
I'd be on board with a third show.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to watch and everything.
You're the journalist. I'm just the Mark. This is the Later Side Lounge. So,
Yeah. That's all I've got.
You got to get to school.
I know, guys.
I
I'm an
gotta drive you to
orientation leader
school.
at college, and I
Yeah.
got to go back today, but we wanted to film quick so I could edit up tonight and tomorrow and post this.
Yeah, I hope we get this posted.
It'll, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys.
Thanks for joining us. Hey, can you like and subscribe? Summer's going to be a journalist. She loves wrestling. This is only the beginnings, guys. I promise. It's going to get better. Thanks for joining us.